How you doing, everybody? And welcome to this video of the Isaac Hayes Show, talking about life, talking about liberty, and yes, talking about the pursuit of happiness and showing everyone in the world that Cajuns do have intelligence. Hope you're having a good day, good week, wherever you're located. And I know someone or something, Disney, the company, did not have a great weekend. This weekend, the Snow White film came out, and I personally have not gone watch it, but what I've heard about it, it is just it's bad. It is really bad for because the look, this video, this whole movie has been dripped, has been, I'd say dripped, or what you could say has been covered with controversy ever since it's been released, or ever since it's been announced. And this film is just, it's horrible. It's just not, we're just not saying horrible because we haven't seen it and we heard the bad reviews. It just, people are not liking this movie. And we're going to go ahead and go to Fox News now. If you're watching on the YouTube side, you could see that I have a lot of updates on the screen here. Now I can go ahead and put news articles, but this comes from Fox News, and right off the jump, critics slam Snow White film on track to be the lowest Disney live action remake in history. Now, I want to say this first before I move on. Look, Disney's remakes have not been successful. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, this is because of the political correctness and all this stuff. Yes, that does play a role in this film, but a lot of Disney remakes they haven't done well in the box office. The only remake that I know has done well at the box office is Jungle Book. And if you remember, Jungle Book was very simple. It didn't have no political motive in it whatsoever. But as you started going along the lines of live action films, they just started getting worse and worse. Before Snow White, The Lion King. The Lion King did very, very well, but it was not the greatest movie in the world. And Disney was trying to say, hey, this was the number one movie watched throughout the whole world, and they were correct. But when Sonic came on the scene, Sonic blew Lion King out the water. Not Lion King, correction, it was Mufasa. But Lion King didn't do well either. I got them two shows mixed up, and I apologize to my listening audience. But Walt Disney has not done good with the live action films. This one, however, was even worse because of the controversy and the wokeness behind it. As we know, Disney, years previous till now, because Disney has taken away all their woke programs and all their equality policies. Before Donald Trump got into office, ladies and gentlemen, they were pushing wokeness through to the wazoo. They were just pushing, and this film, yes, was filmed during COVID. That was one of the issues they had. They had to keep on pushing it back. First was because of the small people, or the dwarfs, wherever way you want to say it. They added they put normal sized men as the sharp people, and they were like, oh no, you have to have the sharp people in there. So they didn't want to offend some sharp people, or the dwarfs. And all of a sudden now they had to go ahead and they had to CGI it. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you, seeing the trailer, the CGI looks good. Disney did a real good job with the CGI, but the thing of it is, they kept the political motives in there. The actress that played as Snow White has some comments saying, "Look, the old one, the 1937 film, it was just creepy. It had a man saving a woman, and this was not gonna have that, and it was people just they just didn't like this film." They didn't like this film, and the numbers are showing it right now. One critic, David Fear from Rolling Stones, made a comment. He said the movie does earn points as a bedtime story. However, because it will definitely put you to sleep. This is a Rolling Stone critic. Rolling Stone is not a conservative paper. Okay, we're going to bring that up because I know all you people that are watching this, and you're going to see the title of this episode, and you're going to say, oh, he's talking about Snow White. Let's see what he says. Look, again, I have not watched the film. I do not desire to watch the film. And look, it's probably because of my political beliefs. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But this film was doomed to fail. Okay, Disney in its premiere scaled back the premiere promotions. They did not push. They did not push this film at the premiere. Usually, when you see a premiere of a film going into theaters, it's a big thing. Look, you have people on the red carpet, you're taking pictures, Vanity Fair's there, and they're promoting the film. They did not promote this film. They did not want to promote this film. This film was 3 years in the making, and it was doomed to fail from the beginning when they pushed the political correctness in there. And look, it's the same thing with Barbie. A lot of people say, well, Barbie did well at the box office. Yes, but after people were aware of the political correctness that was in the Barbie movie, it only did good maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And there's an issue. There is a point to this. I will get to it in a second. But let's go ahead and continue. The film was a trend from the 1937 animated classic. Currently, at the time of this recording and this article was released by Fox News, it was rated at a 44% critic score. That's not good. The movie also has an audience score of 74. Normally, the audience score is higher than the critic score. I will give you that, but still, at a 74, it is not good. It is not good at all. And some of the film critics, let's go again. These are not. If you see it on the screen, these are not conservative critics. New York Times chief film critic Dargis summed up her impression of the film, saying, "Neither good enough to admire nor bad enough to joyfully scarker. It's mediocre. It's mediocrity. It's not big. It's amongst the biggest bummers." Wall Street Journal, they wrote a bad review. You can see on the screen. Prevails. I'm sorry, I'm not the greatest reader. Overheart is in nearly every scene. The plot beats full conclave, and the Boston Globe, Audie Henderson, it's just a bad review. There's the Guardian said it was a bad review. These are all people that this is not conservative. They're not looking at it through the lens of conservatism. They're not. Okay. Overall, again, I did not watch this movie, and I do not plan to watch this movie. But at the end of the day, I could probably tell you why people are not going to watch it, and it's because of why I'm not going to watch it. Okay, I understand Hollywood is liberal. Hollywood has been liberal for the last several years. And I'm not really in the mood to go watch liberalism on the television screen. Okay, you can be liberal and you can be conservative. When you go to a movie theater, it don't matter what you're going to watch. You don't want to watch politics play out of the screen. We see this too much right now. We see way too much politics in films. We see way too much politics in athletics. We see too much politics all over the place. And just to be honest with you, we do not want to go to a movie theater and pay all kind of money and get politics thrown in our face. I just want a good old classic movie. I just want something that's going to that I can go to the movie theater and I can say, listen, I really enjoyed that. I didn't think about anything in the world, because look, throughout the week, besides making YouTube videos and podcasts, I don't want to think about things that are going on in the world. I want to leave work at work. I want to leave politics on Fox News or Political, wherever paper you use. I don't want to hear anything about politics. I really don't. Also, I don't want my beliefs being, how can I say this? I'm trying to say this in the nicest way, being trampled on television. Okay, understand, you're not going to please everybody. You're not going to make everybody happy. You're going to offend people. I have a show called The Isaac Hayes Show. I do a podcast, all this stuff. I have this YouTube channel. I have this Rumble channel and all this stuff. I promise you, I do not make everybody happy on this channel. I don't make everybody happy on this podcast. I just don't. Why? Because I pick controversial stories. And there's going to be people that do not agree with me. I already accepted that. But at the same time, they're not paying to watch me here. Okay? All my platforms are free. Spotify, Apple, Rumble, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. That's all free. PrimetimeMediaLA.com. That is all free. You can go ahead and listen to me. I go to a movie theater and I'm paying $10 to $15 a ticket. And I'm going to the concession stands, and my goodness, my brother Anthony Hayes from Brothers Just Searching, sitting in the room. How much you paid for a pretzel the other day? Almost $20 for a pretzel. Well, total $20 was your total bill because you bought a drink too. With tax, but a soda, man. Last time I went was $8. Yep. Do you honestly want to go to a movie theater as a customer? Spend all that money and watch a movie that goes against what you believe. Okay? I'm not for the woke crowd. I'm not for DEI. I'm not for all this stuff. And look, this whole movie was drenched in controversy. Okay, again, from the beginning with the dwarfs. Look, it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. They took the word dwarf out because they didn't want to offend people. Then they go ahead and they put life-size people in there. And guess what? The small people, the short people, whatever you want to call them, got offended. Oh, well, you took out the dwarfs. Well, they couldn't make nobody happy. Then they go ahead and do CGI, and then they made the actors upset that they weren't in the movie. They was CGI. Then you have this lady, and I don't even know her name. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna look up her name. But this actress making claims of they have a lot of masculinity in. I've said the wrong word, but they have a lot of masculinity. They have a lot of masculinity in this film in the 1937, and they took that all out. You really think a man's gonna want to go watch that movie now? Or making statements that Walt Disney was racist and all this stuff? People don't want to hear that. I think that's the main reason why this film bombed. You can leave in the comments why you think. I think that's why. Okay. Because look, I have no desire to go watch it. The same thing with Barbie. I never wanted to go ahead and watch Barbie. And look, I heard they attacked masculinity in there. Okay, if they did, I don't care. It's Barbie. I'm not going to watch Barbie. All right, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm enjoying, and this is a plug to Primetime. I'm really enjoying The House of David right now. The House of David is a real good movie. It's based on fact. Don't get me wrong. It's a Bible story. But The House of David has action, it has drama, it got romance, it has all that, and it's a Bible movie, and they're doing better. They just went ahead and signed a new season. Ladies and gentlemen, to be honest with you, that's something that I want to watch. And I think most Americans want to watch it. The people that are watching The House of David right now is way more than this show right here. Look, they only made, let's go ahead. If I'm not mistaken, is less than Dumbo. Okay, this weekend they made $43 million on this film. That's not good. That is not good. Snow White is not making money. People don't, and I think that's the main reason. That's the main reason why I think that nobody's going to watch this film, because it's wokeness, it's DEI, it's political correctness, it's all that. I think that's why people are not going to watch. They don't want to have politics in their face when they're trying to enjoy a movie. Okay, look, this is why Sonic did good. I know I'm bringing back old movies, but Sonic the Hedgehog did very, very well. No politics whatsoever. It's a blue hedgehog fighting a gray hedgehog, and his name's Shadow, and they got Dr. Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik ain't a Democrat. He ain't a Republican. They're not. They did a good job. They did a good job on Sonic. The same thing with Mario. People were mad. Mario did not have a political motive, but it did well. It outperformed several other Disney movies because they did not put politics at the forefront. They did not put politics as the main goal. And again, look, Disney did wrong with premiering this video too, because going back to Barbie, I know I'm bringing back old films, but when Barbie came out, you didn't know they didn't have no politics inside of it. You didn't know they was going after masculinity. You didn't know they were going ahead and push an agenda, because the advertising crew for Barbie purposely did that, and they said they purposely did that because they knew if they would have pushed political agendas, nobody would have went to see Barbie the first weekend. That's why Barbie tanked the next couple of weeks after it was released. Because people realized, and podcasters and video creators like myself came on the air and said, listen, it's politically motivated and you shouldn't go. And people didn't go. And Disney, I don't know what Disney was thinking about. To be honest with you, me and Anthony Hayes from Brothers Just Searching was talking about this earlier. We don't know how Disney's still in business. Now they're changing everything. A lot of companies have been changing their DEI programs or just removing them since Donald Trump has gotten to office. But yeah, this is why I think this film just tanked. I don't think people are taking their daughters and watching this movie because it's they don't want wokeness in their face. They don't want politics in general. I think more people want to go and just watch a movie. And even that, okay, I'm gonna bring that point. This will be my last closing point, then we're gonna wrap this up and go home for the day. I honestly think, even with shows with politics, don't have politics inside of it. The reason I'm saying it, Night Agent. Night Agents is full of politics. They have the president, they have the Secretary of State, they got they have the CIA, they have all this stuff. But it's an action movie. They're not pushing wokeness. The Night Agent is a real good show. The Hunting Party has the FBI. No politics whatsoever. I think it's going to get to that. But even if you know a show has politics to go into it, then you can assume that it's going to come up a controversial subject. Same thing. That show that I used to love it. It had the guy from 24. I can't think of it. What's his name? The Designated Survivor. I love the Designated Survivor. The Designated Survivor was a real good series until it got into gun control and got into politics and stuff. And look, I knew that was coming. I enjoyed it until it happened, though. But that's why Snow White has failed. I think this is why Disney did not push it. It was doomed to fail. And I hope Disney learns from this. And I hope they just make their live action movies better. Like I said, the best live action movie remake that I've seen that they done was The Jungle Book, and maybe Lady and the Tramp. Lady and the Tramp for Disney Plus was pretty good, but the reason their Marvel films are taking, they got into more politics, and it's just, this is weighing Disney down. Now Disney's a multi-billion-dollar company; they're not going nowhere anytime soon. But for them to get revenue back, they need to go ahead and they need to do something different. With that being said, I want to thank you for listening to the show and supporting the show. If you can, go check out primetimemediala.com/The Isaac Hayes Show. That is the new home of The Isaac Hayes Show. You can go ahead and find that. Also, if depending on the platform you're listening on, if you can subscribe or follow to the show, it would help me out tremendously. If you can go ahead and leave a comment, hit the thumbs up button, and tell everybody about us. It would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, you be blessed. You be encouraged. We'll see you on the other side.